Alright, welcome to Game 3 of TAS vs 420 Catgirls. Those of you keeping score will probably realize this is already a 2-0, but this is scrims. This is just, first show off with a broadcasting system in actual competitive settings instead of just, Gearbox showing it off with in studio. So TAS will be opting to play Reyna, Thorn, Shane Ox, Arendi, and Kelvin. And the 420 Catgirls will be playing Galt, Melka, Oscar Mike, Eldragon, and Caldarius. Again, 420 Catgirls, the red team, generally getting the better part of the draft here. For those of you who have not really watched or followed anything related to Battleborn Competitive yet, the reason why this is generally a stronger draft is that there are essentially 3 or 4 very strong clearers who can basically solo, or as people call proxy clear, which proxy clearing would essentially be if you were the red team here going up to, say, this point and clearing their wave before it meets your wave. At this point, if you can do this and not really be punished for it, you can then zone them off as they're attempting to clear your wave and normally manage to bully your wave in. And the best characters at this are Thorn, Caldarius, and Oscar Mike. Melka is okay, not the best, but at least this time TAS does have Thorn. But Shane and Orox and Kelvin are definitely going to struggle to clear. Ideally, if TAS wants to win this, what they're going to want to do is just be really aggressive. They've got 2 good initiators with Shane and Orox and Kelvin, so if they can force fights, like right here, and hopefully getting Sin, although he's probably going to, yeah, he's going to dash away. It's a pretty obvious play. And Meowshi, with no stun, yeah, she'll his away right after. They do a good job, though, managing to put the pressure on right away to try and bully out this lane. They might get these minions in, but Meowshi might clear them up too. Odd trap placement by Nira, but sometimes those odd trap placements are the best. People just kind of the opposite of where they expect them to be. Got a little bit of engagement here. Shane Marks is definitely going to go down here. Bit of an over-engagement, especially that early on. Gucci Gato getting stunned, but nothing's going to come of that. Dr. Ho-Ho, narrow escape. Reyna's pistol just not having the stopping power at that range. Looks like both Reyna and Caldarius will walk away from this. Nira trying to make the finish, but be surprised if anyone actually dies in this engagement. Caldarius still has some escape potential, and they're just going to keep pushing it, but nothing's going to come of it. Except 420 Catgirls definitely having their eye on the prize a little more, have been clearing while this engagement has been happening. It's a great example of just kind of realizing they have the superior clear and pulling the attention of TAS away. TAS definitely a better fighting lineup, but when they're not actually winning those fights, not doing them much good. So we can already see right off the bat, red team's accelerators, both are still up. No, one red team accelerator is down, but green team's lost both of theirs. Pretty common strategy if you've won the kind of initial skirmish to walk up and clear the accelerators. It's a nice 60 XP. It really helps you get to level 2. And also, when you're opting to proxy their wave, it stops their wave from kind of moving quickly out of your AoE. But a bit of a misplay there from green team, just absolutely no one going into A lane, so they're just going to take that for free. Dr. Ho getting pretty aggressive with Eldragon early on. Don't think he's going to be able to do much if... Yeah, Reyna has a slow shot here. There's definite kill potential. Arendi focusing on the turret. Again, this lack of calling from TAS. They just don't appear to have much organization. That was a pretty easy kill. 75% kill right there. If Arendia just followed up on it.
I enjoy a good thrashing.
Miyashi here getting zoned out. TAS finally getting in on the proxy, but this wave's probably just going to speed away now. Yeah, Accelerator's still up, the wave will still be able to move on. And Mira finally making that trap that he placed a good 2 minutes ago pay off. Sitting on that little ledge. But again, that's not a kind of play you should be falling for against Gult. Anytime you see Gult standing still, anytime you try to see him play a position, like what Nira is doing right now, no one should be getting hooked into that. In that time when he's sitting there, if you're getting hooked, that's your own fault. It's a very transparent play from Gult. Looks like Reina here will go down to Eldragon, yeah. Thorn trying to contribute a Blight, but not enough. Switching over on the B lane, it looks like Sin actually maybe having a little bit of trouble. Not clearing, but again, a great rotation coming in from 420 Catgirls, securing an easy kill. Melka definitely not going to clear as well as Thorn, but when, despite having a less effective comp for killing people, 420 Catgirls is still finding more picks and more rotations across the map, buying themselves a space to let some of the weak clear like Melka solo a lane. And now Sin's gonna opt for a little rafter play, jump down, get that spike on Thorn. Probably nothing gonna come of this, just a little bit of skirmish. Catgirls realize that despite the fact that TAS on paper has the better kill comp, they're just not getting anything done with it. And that's really no excuse to be getting picked off like that. As Shaman rocks. And a bit of a wasted cooldown by Kelvin there. Probably could have just kept walking up top and gotten away instead of trying to stun through. He'll probably be going down here. Wasted a stun earlier, just not going to have any escape. Just going to get cut down by 4 members of Catgirls who look like they will not proceed to try and get that fight into the base turrets. But yeah, Miyashi just flexing the Oscar might clear. 22 minions. Almost half of TAS's total minion clear. And another team fight here. Reina's gonna go down. Kelvin's gonna follow probably. Although, looks like 420 Catgirls might be out of cooldowns. Not enough power to kill. And looks like they're not aware of Arendi sitting there, or they don't care. Gonna have a bit of a lull here as TAS comes back out of spawn. Definitely a problem when you don't have the map control and you opt for Reina as your healer. Just don't really have the sustain. You really need to be able to control your mid and control your supply station. Otherwise you're going to have to be taking quite a few trips back to base to heal up. And they don't have... And Kelvin's really the only other person on that team with a good amount of sustain. So that pull coming out a little too early from Shane and Orox. Gotta bait out the dash from Melka, otherwise you're gonna pull her in and she's gonna dash out of there and you're both gonna spend cooldowns and nothing's gonna happen. Kelvin gonna get away here. I don't think they're gonna be able to make the dive for this. Although Miyashi is really committed. And no punishment. Yeah. Basically they're in the story of this series. Very little communication on TAS's side. Not able to punish, not able to follow up on some pretty easy kills. Dr. Ho, though, 5, but with no healer to babysit him, making some questionable choices. Neo surprisingly falling behind, sitting at level 3. But it doesn't look like he has, only involved in 6 kills. And only 1 killing blow to his name and 4 minions. A little bit of an odd performance. Let's see exactly what's going on there. Seems like he's definitely been up mid a lot, but maybe a little too much. It's definitely would be a punishable point if TAS were doing better, but here again, this is very basic point play from Gull, playing around a trap, and it doesn't look like he's made this one work yet, although with the angle pulling out of the lane, you might not always be able to consistently pull people up to that ledge. Just with the hooks respecting collision and terrain. Thorn pretty likely to go down here. Yep. Rendy though will make out. And Ho-Ho probably will as well. Yeah, they are finding not a lot of mileage out of that Shane and Auroch so far. 0 and 7, the soul kill on Kelvin.
Excellent.
And 420 Catgirls will make a quick rotation over to the left. Oh, that's a nice catch by Shane and Auroch actually, but not going to be able to turn anything there. You know, good intent trying to get the stun before he drops down, but not being in range to actually follow up anything. Stun, at best, maybe delayed. You dive in. And another good trap placement up there, but again, pretty basic misplay. Just letting Galt do these kind of point control traps where he sits somewhere and waits to hook you in. Very, very transparent and not something you should be getting beaten by consistently. Looks like TAS will clear this. I'm not sure if Sin really has the power to win this 1v3. Although it's going to poke him down. He's still going to be another 2 levels away from Venom Bullets. This one with fine canisters, this 8, basically the point where Melka goes from good to the most aggravating character in the game. Will permanently keep your shields down, even with the new 4-second poison. Just being able to kind of swipe over a group, hit them all with a bullet, guarantee their shields will take a good chunk of damage and be unable to regen for 4 seconds. Another, I mean, the amount of mileage he's getting out of these sitting on top of his trap plays, but as I say that, Thorn does put a spirit bomb into his face. Shane and Auroch just,
not dead yet.
I don't know. One of the fundamental problems with Melee is they just cannot safely clear minions. He wants to get in there and get XP, try and clear that wave, but the ranged character is just gonna poke at him and poke at him, and doesn't matter how tanky you are, eventually you are going to go down without any healing. Gado's gonna do a... Can't tell if that was a calculated escape play or a really shitty attempt to smash a Rendy. In any event, Gado will get out of there. Not too surprising, they have really not shown the coordination of CCE to consistently bring down Caldarius. And Reyna just, I think TAS is kind of rolling with the pace of this match. Shane and Auroch will probably be next here, yep. And switch over. Sin having a bit of a one-on-one with Kelvin, but Kelvin doesn't have much to stop this.
Let's you and me have a chat.
Fortunately, Shane and Auroch is not too bad against the Caldarius Melka setup here. But you do have to wait until they use their dashes. You gotta bait them out by getting in with the stealth first. But they have not been able to do that. so won't get much value out of the pull if it's your lead-in. Another Spirit Bomb, I mean, it's a very strong ultimate, and it's, as you can see, but the only way they picked up kills is dropping Spirit Bombs on people. Kelvin taking down the turret, but he's probably going to pay for this. Caldarius with a dash, but hard to say. I don't think he has his smash back yet, or his flashbang, but a great airstrike by Meowshi, and an odd smash choice to finish the game from Gato. Another pretty one-sided affair. As we saw, TAS running in with a good kill comp, but just a lack of execution. It's part of the problem when you offer these kill comps. You need to be really, really on point as a team. You cannot be missing any communication. You need to be able to layer that CC. You need to follow the calls, or else people are just going to slip through. And you're lacking in clear, so if you're not really getting the kills out and putting on the pressure, you are not going to get a lot of mileage out of a comp like TAS is. Whereas 420 Catgirls opting for a pretty standard comp with Oscar Mike and Caldarius, and Eldragon is actually a very, very good clear. It's just susceptible to range, but when TAS only really brings one threatening range, doesn't really matter.